All right. In the circuit here, what we have is a standard AND gate with two inputs A and B. So in my truth table, I'm going to change these 1 and 2 to A and to a B. Remember, the truth table is a way to see what's going to happen on the output here. So we have A and B. So I have some switches down here, and if I switch these switches on and off, what you should see here is these logic probes. These are the logic probes called LP1 and LP2. Should be able to give us either a 0 or 1. If I have these on, then the voltage will go from which one's on here. It'll go from this point to ground. And likewise, if this is off, then the voltage 5 volts right here will go right through here. So as we know from an AND gate, that anytime we have a low, we'll have a low. Anytime we have a high and a low, it'll still be a low. So the only way we're going to get a high on here is through when both inputs are high. So in this case, let's take a look at this. So let's give it a let's turn it on and give it a try here. So basically, if I shut off them all off, and I got a 0, 0. So right now, as you see, my logic probes are pointing at 0, 0. So my output here is going to be a 0. Likewise, if I take this first one and I put it to a 0, keep that at 0, and the second one and I put it to a high, now I have, this is high, 0 and 1, so 0 and 1. My output is still a 0. So I'm still going to be a 0 here. Likewise, if we flip the states of these guys, still is a 0. And likewise, if both go high, the light goes on over here, and we have a high. So as you can see, that when both inputs are high, the output is a high. So the second type of circuit we actually want to look at is the OR gate. All right, let's take a look at the OR gate. So this one, 7432, there is a 74L32, but it's just 7432, similar setup, 5 volts going in, a couple switches. I'm going to switch these guys off. So basically, the switches are off, so we should have a 0 on the output. So let's do that. We have a 0. So in OR gate, if one input is high, then the output is high. If both inputs are low, then we have an output low. It doesn't matter if one input is a high or the other inputs are high or both are high, it's always going to be high. The only way it's going to be a low if the two inputs are low. So let's prove that. So if I take and put a 1 on this line, there it is a 1 here. You notice my light goes on. So let's do that. I got a 1. Let's do the next one. 0, 1. Again, got a 1. And then if I do a 1, 1, I should have a 1 here. And I do. 1, 1. So we got the AND gate and we got the OR gate. This gives you a little demonstration of how to actually set up a simple AND gate or OR gate. You can set this up on a breadboard and with a couple of dip switches. These are or any type of switches or even a pair of wires, and we can bring them to a high or a low signal. Thank you.